Hello guys, welcome to my new video. 2024 Toyota BZ4X review will eschewel as the brand's first foray into the world of EVs. The 2024 Toyota BZ4X had a great deal of pressure on its angular shoulders. The electric SUV delivers on the fundamental promise of a comfortable electric crossover backed by Toyota's reputation for reliability. But ergonomic quirks and sub-range keep it from standing out. The BZ4X competes against established rivals like the Hyundai Ioniq 5, Ford Mustang Mach-E, and Volkswagen ID.4. Not ready for the EV plunge? The Toyota RAV4 Prime plug-in hybrid also offers all-electric driving range. Read about it here. Collapse all Chevron. What's new? Chevron improved thermal management for quicker charging in colder temperatures. Upgraded charging cable comes standard and allows the 2024 BZ4X to accept level 1 and 2 charging. The SUV can still accept quicker level 3 public charging, too. XLE adds an 8-way power driver's seat and power liftgate. The driver display has an updated screen for range and charging time estimates. Limited adds advanced park as standard. What we think? Chevron. The 2024 Toyota BZ4X isn't a bad either, but these days, not bad may not be good enough. We applaud this crossover as a worthy first effort, but help Toyota will refine its electric offerings in the years to come. To begin with the good, the 2024 BZ4X is gifted with a willing powertrain and surprisingly composed road manners. It won't set any records on the skid pad, but the suspension effectively balances comfort and agility. This year's battery upgrades bring quicker charging in colder temperatures, and Toyota's infotainment software has improved by leaps and bounds. Cabin materials feel generally premium, although there's a bit more road noise than we'd like. But while the BZ4X is nice to drive, it isn't always nice to live with. Some of the ergonomic choices are downright confusing, like tiny volume controls or a gauge cluster that always seems to be blocked by the steering wheel. The BZ4X lacks a true one-pedal driving mode, which EV enthusiasts may miss. Most frustrating of all is the range, which tops out at a mediocre 252 miles. In a market where range and charge frustrations remain the chief barriers to adoption, the BZ4X isn't doing itself any favors. For all of its flaws, the BZ4X isn't an unpleasant car. It suffers mostly by comparison. Among EVs, the BZ4X is more expensive than a Automotive or VW ID.4, but less polished than a Hyundai Ioniq 5. Even in Toyota's stable, the BZ4X loses out on price and practicality to the similarly sized RAV4. Performance and fuel economy. Chevron. The 2024 BZ4X's electric powertrain comes in two configurations, FWD and AWD. FWD variants employ a single electric motor making 201 horsepower and 196 pounds-feet. AWD models have a motor for each axle with a total of 214 horsepower and 248 pounds-feet of torque. In our testing, the FWD BZ4X did the 0-60 sprint in 6.7 seconds, which is comparable to rivals like the Volkswagen ID.4. The AWD version cuts that time to 5.8 seconds. Making it one of the quickest Toyotas on sale, though it still lags behind dual-motor equivalents like the Hyundai Ioniq 5 or Ford Mustang Mach-E. the FWD model in XLE trim gets the best range of the lot with an EP estimated 252 miles. Moving up to the limited trim drops range to 236 miles, and AWD models max out at 228. Toyota has upped its charger game for 2024 and now includes a dual-volt charging cable with both trims. Improvements to battery's thermal system have given fast charging a boost in colder weather, though it's still not as quick as most competitors, and the BZ4X now needs only half an hour to charge from empty to 80%. Late adopter Chevron. The 2024 BZ4X is currently Toyota's only true electric vehicle, not counting the hydrogen-fueled Mirai. The Japanese Titan has been slow to jump on the F bandwagon, instead doubling down on popular hybrids like the Camry and Prius. As for the BZ4X, Subaru has its own version of the SUV called the Solterra. The tides may slowly be turning. At last year's Tokyo Auto Show, Toyota unveiled a slew of electric concept vehicles, including a flashy roadster. The brand has now committed billions to electrified development, and we don't expect the BZ4X to be Toyota's only F for long. Safety ratings and features. Chevron. The BZ4X benefits from Toyota's latest suite of active safety tech. Automatic emergency braking, lane keeping assist, and blind spot monitoring all come standard. Also included are sophisticated pedestrian and cyclist detection as well as adaptive cruise control and automatic high beams. The limited trim adds an advanced parking assist as well as a surround view camera with multiple view angles. In NHTSA testing, the 2024 Toyota BZ4X scores a 5-star overall rating, out of a possible 5 stars. Cargo space and interior room. Chevron passengers have plenty of room in the airy cabin of the BZ4X, but trunk space is only adequate. Compared to the Volkswagen ID.4, the BZ4X is behind on cargo capacity as well as second-row legroom. Technology. Chevron. Like most recent Fs, the BZ4X doesn't skimp on tech. Infotainment runs through a 12.3-inch touchscreen complete with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, and the driver gets a 7.0-inch digital gauge display. We found the latter somewhat frustrating. Only our taller testers could see it easily over the steering wheel. Navigation, wireless charging, and a Wi-Fi hotspot are also standard. A JBL sound system is available on limited trims, but be aware that the subwoofer will cut into trunk space. Recommended trim. Chevron. Unless you're attached to the heated seats and steering wheel that come with the limited trim, we'd recommend sticking to the XLE. It gets all the most important safety and tech features, and it costs over $4,000 less. Thanks to the smaller wheels on the XLE, it rolls more efficiently and offers 26 extra miles of range, for FWD models. For buyers who don't live in snow states, we'd stick to FWD. It doesn't feel slow in comparison to the AWD powertrain, and the extra range is worth the trade-off in acceleration. Thanks for watching my video. Please subscribe my channel and like my video.